Dr. Parul Shah and Anjali Memorial takes great pride in dedicating Nritya Parva 2024 in a fond memory of Shri Mohan Khokharji. Mohan Khokharji, India's first dance scholar and writer, whose work is known globally. The first male student of prestigious Kalakshetra run by Rukmani Devi Arundel. The one person out of 1 million Indians who during his lifespan collected everything he could on dance, its history and heritage. A pioneering scholar and an avid collector, a critic and a connoisseur, a historian, a writer, and a trained Bharatanatyam dancer. Shri Mohan Khokharji is credited to have written over 5,000 articles apart from the books he has authored. His work and legacy output and outreach is vast enough and now easily accessible in virtual space. In 1949, at the age of mere 25 years, he was invited to head the dance department of MSU. After accepting the post, he realized that many Gharana gurus had no patronage left after the independent India. So he brought them all to university teaching. This helped bridge the knowledge gap too. He did his best to nurture dance and dancers. Due to his enlightened patronage, a few rare forms such as Saraikela Chau, Kodiyattam of Kerala, and assorted folk traditions survived. He wrote several definitive volumes on dance, which are unfortunately all out of print. Mohan Khokharji's dance collection is India's single largest dance collection. It was one man's mission in life and now India's treasure. IGNCA has published an opposite book on him called The Father Figure of Indian Dance History. Since Shri Mohan Khokharji joined the Department of Dance as the head, it has been 5 generations of dancers by now learning, practicing, teaching, and performing. And still the passion continues. Mohanji passed away in 1999 in Chennai after he left his mammoth dance collection to his third son, Ashish Khokharji. His legacy is carried forward by Shri Ashishji, and we are very happy to have Shri Ashish Khokharji amongst us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome an eminent critic, author, historian, archivist, and art administrator, Shri Ashish Khokharji. जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करें आशीष जी का.
ओम गुरुभ्यो नमः, ओम सरस्वती नमः. सभाजन को नाचीज का प्रणाम. इस सभा में इतने गुणवान, यशवान, धनवान, बलवान, शायद 1-2 शैतान भी बैठे हों. मैं आपकी छोटी सी संतान पहले से ही माफ़ी का हकदार हूँ. छोटी सी क्योंकि मेरा जन्मदिन 4 साल में एक बार आता है. मैं बड़ौदा में ही पैदा हुआ था, शांता हॉस्पिटल में, महारानी शांति हॉस्पिटल में. तो वो भी 29 फरवरी को, जो इस साल बहुत सालों बाद आया है. तो इस सभा में मैं सबसे अनुज हूँ. अभी मैं 16 साल का भी नहीं हुआ. तो आप सब प्लीज़ तालियां बजाइए खुशी से. With all the emphasis at my command, I would like to really celebrate and thank Parul Ben. You see, thanks to her, this festival is decades old. The best of artists come to Baroda, and she brings joy, and so much of meaning to the arts by organizing this. It is incumbent upon all of us, Baroda Vasis, I treat myself as one, to support it in whichever way we can, because this is how traditions and arts continue. It is not entirely just state patronage that is important. It is also all of us who are part of civil society to see that art in all its manifestations is continuous process for society. Because as you saw in the Bharatanatyam solo, what joy, what meaning, what depth the dancer brought to our lives. In those 1 hour, in that 45 minutes, we forgot bad roads, bad traffic, bad whatever, and we were transported to the world of Kamadeva or Anjali or Vithala. This is the power of art. This is the power of artists. So big clap to all the artists of India. So when the performance is over, what remains with us? The memory, the essence. And in dance, there is no end product. It is for the moment. Even a very good film cannot capture it. Whereas for an artist or a painter, there's a frame, there's a painting left behind. Even 400, 500 years later, we can celebrate it. But for dance, it is just so ephemeral, so transient, and it is so momentary that even the same dancer often cannot repeat the same performance, which is why we call it the mother of all arts, because it partakes of both line, form, structure, music, language, literature, the 3 S's, Sangeet, Sahitya, and Shastra. This is what makes our classical arts paramparik. हमारी जो प्राचीन कलाएं हैं उसमें एक विडंबना की स्थिति अब 2024 में आई है कि इतना इन्फ्लुएंस है हमारे बाकी मीडिया से, स्पेशली सोशल, I would call it unsocial sometimes. And when you see the impact of popular culture, how do you retain these art forms? It is not just the state's responsibility, it is ours too. So one man's mission and vision, who happens to be my father, I was very lucky and privileged to be born to a family of artists. Both my mother, Guru AMK Sarojaji, and my father, Mohan Khokarji, inculcated in us a love for the arts. And how can you collect dance? Well, I don't have to speak. There's a very short film. We'll enjoy that. You'll get the canvas of how dance is collected, how memory is saved, what it means to save an archive, what it means for future generations of researchers, critics, scholars, filmmakers, even PhD students. More than my words, the film speaks for itself. I'll continue after that. Thank you.
My respect for Mohanji remains still today. His invaluable collection of dance, anything related Indian dance. Amazing. I mean, it's waiting second to none. And I'm very happy that Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts has owned their collection, managed to connect all the material that his father, Professor Mohan Kokar, had connected lifelong with regard to dance history. And Ashish Kokar is also continuing that great task.
जब आप अच्छा काम करते हैं, कोई ईश्वरीय काम करते हैं, तो ईश्वर आपका साथ देता है. Then we went to his place in Chennai. You met Saroja ji. We sought her blessings. We sought the collection, the way they were preserving. And I don't know how many of you have really seen that, but it was really, really a tough task. We all had our masks, mixing powder or ये सब, because all these are 60s and 50s के documents हैं. It's very difficult for them to preserve. So many things. Padma ji was with me, and Padma ji's first performance as a child was also there, and she cried like a child. Oh, it is me. I said, yeah. So it's like.
Famous German school in Dresden. You come all the way. Yeah. There's a Devadasi guy who last Lakshmi Kantan. I think she was only 34 years old, she died.
And Lord said, let there be light. And the Lord said, let there be light. And the Lord said, let there be light. चलिए अंधेरे में ही बात करते हैं, हमारे दिल उजाले हुए हैं. So this is what dance collection or dance history is about. This is of course compressing 150 years in about 10-12 minutes. Everyone cannot be included, but this shows you a glimpse of how dance has how society has treated dance in films, in advertising, in literature, in performance. What a vast spectrum Indian heritage and performing arts is. Today, I'm grateful we celebrate in Baroda, where he spent almost 20 years. He came from Madras as a 24-year-old. He left from Baroda after about 15 years of at MSU. We remember Adhyapak Niwas, Alkapuri, all of Baroda as it was. I grew up here. Baroda Vasiyon ko, Baroda Vasi ka pranam. We conclude with two comments. One, ये जो हमारी विरासत है इसको बचाने की बहुत ज़रूरत है, because even if you digitize it, unless students and writers and critics and filmmakers use it, it remains static. We have to learn this about the discipline of West, where the record or art of gazette keeping, as we saw in 1880s and early 19th century, how impeccable it is. This is something we must value. This is something for all of us in the generations to come. And I'm so happy that MSU Baroda, we have head of the Tabla department, Professor Gaurang, with us, who will be the host on Sunday at 11 o'clock. 11th at 11 at Sursagar, the Faculty of Performing Arts. There is a homage function also planned by the faculty, and it will be in the ancient theatre, which is more than 100 years old, upstairs, and all of you are welcome there for a deeper dialogue. Many gurus are coming from Bombay and Delhi to address and speak to all of us there. So please join us on Sunday, 11th of Feb at 11 a.m. just for an hour and a half. I conclude with thanks to Parul Ben. Parul Ben has been true sister. We say बहन and भाई, but you निभाना भी पड़ता है. So Parul Ben has been a true sister, and she is somebody who has watched the dancing, she has served it selflessly, she has made it her life's mission, and she has enriched Baroda for all of us through these festivals, through teaching, through writing, and through taking the art further. She has two other uplabdhis. Garba recently got the UNESCO World Tag, and she was part of the team with Sangeet Natak Academy, Pramod, and also Dr. Desai in Ahmedabad to have done all the groundwork. She's also done UGC modules on e-Pathshala through the MSU again, which again is a big tool for all the students in the virtual world. Do use the virtual world, but also use the real world. Facebook is important, but real books also serve a purpose. On this end note of Saraswati's grace, क्योंकि हम सब सरस्वती के उपासक हैं, उसकी कृपा के बगैर ये प्राचीन कलाएं, ये कलाएं हमें परिपूर्ण रूप से नहीं आ सकती। जिस पेड़ पे फल लगे होते हैं, वो हमेशा झुकता है, क्योंकि बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ, जैसे पेड़ खजूर, पंछी को छाया नहीं, फल लागत इतनी दूर। इसलिए सरस्वती का सबसे ज़रूरी आभूषण है ह्यूमिलिटी। I take leave of you. Thank you, and hope to see you again on Sunday at 11 o'clock at Sursagar.
Ashish, just a minute. Thank you so much. I request Professor Gaurang Bhai Bhavsar to kindly come on the stage to felicitate Ashish ji. Thank you so much, Ashish bhai. Thank you.